relief, because when you get home, or maybe if it's at the office, you want good, clean, fresh air. You want to take those particulates and the dust mites, and you want to clean them out of there. So how do you do it? You do it with Sharper Image. Sharper Image really is such a premium brand, and you know it well. You've seen it in all the malls and those standalone stores. We're talking about the most impeccable quality. Now, I usually don't want to do this, but to start the presentation by saying we have 120 to go around, I want to tell you that because if you've wanted to get that wonderful air, if you can see dust kind of floating in your air, it is time to clear it out. And we're going to do it now and do it easily with this it's a very attractive unit. And what it is the Brethe air cleaning system that we have for you. So I've got it for you on FlexPay. Wow, I feel that cool breeze. I've got it for you on free shipping and handling as well. But what it is the air cleaner unit. You've got your VOC and odor filter. So all of those wonderful cooking experiences I just had, if I need to clear the air, I'm going to use my Brethe air cleaning system. You're going to get your VOC filter card. You're going to get your remote control as well. 2-year warranty on this as well. You're going to get energy saving efficiency with that triple filtration system. That is huge. You're not getting this from just opening the screen door and letting the air blow around. You have to clean the air on the inside because it's usually dirtier than what's on the outside. So Andy Matheny is here, my dear friend, coming out to walk us through.
Happy New Year! So good to see you,
How
my
you
darling.
doing? I know, good to see you.
Good to see you too, and we're breathing clean air. It's the new year. Why not start healthy?
Thank you. That is really what this day is all about, Andy.
It is, and we only breathe 18 to 30,000 times a day, so why not have clean air? Now, I have a very important statistic to share with you. It's from the EPA, and here's what the EPA says. We need to have clean indoor air because the indoor air levels of pollutants are 2 to 5 times higher than outdoor levels. And the indoor air pollutants are a particular concern because in the wintertime, we're spending 90% of our time indoors. So guess what? If somebody in your household has a cold, you are breathing in what they are breathing out. So this is so important. Now, the Sharper Image, this is always been the marriage of great technology and great design. And you are getting a high-performance air cleaner that cleans the air comparably to one of those big HEPA-style air filters that are 3 times the size. But this weighs less than 7 pounds. I can pick this up with one hand, and it only uses the energy of 25 watts. That's less than a light bulb. So you are getting the lowest price ever on HSN. You are saving money today. There's free shipping. Plus, at the end of the month, you are not getting socked with that huge energy bill, which is so important. Now, I know that you look around your house, you probably see dust kind of floating around in the air, but there's all sorts of microscopic particles that you can't see. And this is what this is picking up before it gets into your lungs. We're showing you right now how tiny these particulates are compared to the size of a human hair. There's pollen. Now, so many of us are so sensitive to pollen, and pollen season is right around the corner. We also have household dust. Do you know that if you're feeling tired and kind of like logy if you wake up in the morning, you could be sensitive to that household dust?
Wow.
Look at pet dander. Now, those of us with pets can be very sensitive to pet dander, and I have 4 cats and 1 dog. Hello. We have pet dander floating all over the house, and it's so great that this is getting into the air filter before it gets into our lungs. There's also smoke particles. We are closing the doors and windows and lighting up those fireplaces. We're burning candles. We're cooking.
Yes.
And the smoke from our fish and everything that we're cooking is also getting into that air. So it's so important. Also, VOC, all the VOC compounds, that's a volatile organic compounds from our aerosols, from our carpets, our paints. It is so important that this cleans it up before it gets into our lungs. I'm going to show you one more thing. This is
That looks pretty scary.
This is very scary. Okay, so every time I show this, something floaty kind of floats off of this. This is a dirty air filter from this unit, and this is only after a couple of days. Now, think about this. If you don't have this air filter picking up this stuff, it's going right into the lungs of you and your family, okay?
That doesn't look nice.
No, who wants to have that?
Yeah.
But the good news is, as soon as you use this air cleaner, this is going to clean up your air, and it's actually going to clean up 99% of all of the dander, all of the dust, all of the pollen. And you can see right now how this works. This is going into the back of the unit, and it's coming out fresh and clean. So you're breathing that clean air. Remember, we're breathing 18,000 to 30,000 times a day.
That's
and what is more
lot.
priceless than the health of you and your family?
Thank you. I mean, really it is. First of all, I'm so glad we had this back. We haven't had this since August, and now we're so limited. We've got a hold going on. I encourage you, please, to take advantage of this. I know my sister is like, Angie, please get me something for the air. I mean, it's unbelievable because the way she breathes in her nostrils, she's like, help me out. But I'm going to tell you, you want to clean the air. To get 99% of anything out of anything is huge. There are so many particulates you can't see, you can't smell. I mean, I wouldn't know a dust mite if it came up and bit me, but I tell you what, they're in the air. They're where we are. They're where we live. So now you can now clean that air the smart way from Sharper Image. When it comes to, you know, high-quality products, I mean, let's face it, really, we know that Sharper Image really is that brand that we have come to know, love, and trust for something that has triple filtration system built in here. That is the elimination process that you want. The nano coil technology, and I know I see a little demo that, Andy, is that the nano coil technology you've got on the table?
Well, this is a dirty nano coil filter, and I'm going to show you this really quickly. But I'm going to explain to you how this works. Yes. And this is why this is such a sleek design. Now, this is the triple filtration process. So instead of having a great big piece of real estate in your house that's taken up by one of those bigger air filters, this is going through a very sleek, high technology process. Now, you see the different stages of filtration that your air is going through. The first one is your pre-filter. That's capturing the big chunks of dust, the big chunks of pet hair. Let me tell you something. The great thing that I've noticed since I started using this is when I wake up in the morning, my dining room table is not covered with cat hair. Hallelujah. That in itself was worth the price of everything for me. But the second filter, that's called the VOC filter, and that is specifically designed for odors and for the VOC compounds that you don't want to be breathing. So if you're frying fish, if Uncle Al lights up a cigar, that's going to capture those odors so you're not going to smell them. If you have kitty litter, very important, understand that when you use this, you are going to notice less and less kitty litter odor. And then finally, we have the nanocoil, and that is the patented technology that this is known for. I'm going to show you one right here, live in the studio. This is an amazing feature because this actually, if you were going to unravel this, this amounts to 22 square feet of cleaning surface. This has been electrostatically treated. It's going to capture like a magnet all those particles of smoke, the pollen, the dust, all those things that you and your family don't want to be breathing. So this is the really premier kind of technology that you want. I'm also going to show you the difference between this and your HEPA style filter. Now, this is from your regular HEPA style filter. This happens to be 9 by 9, but it really depends on what size your air cleaner is. But this is all the surface that you get, just this right here. This comes to 22 square feet. So that's if you had two guys who were 6'5" standing next to each other. That's the amount of cleaning surface that you're getting with this. So that's why this is such a great compact model, but it's deceptive because it's doing all the cleaning of something. Angie, when I was in Los Angeles, my allergist prescribed this huge HEPA-style filter that was the size of an ottoman. I mean, it was so big. You know,
I can
and
imagine.
loud.
People talk about the air, you know, you being in LA, about, you know, the pollution and the air quality. And I mean, think about New York, where I'm from. It's like over just as bad. This cleans 3 times better than those tower systems that maybe you have or you've seen, or maybe said, does that really work? 3 times better. It's because you've got all that surface space. It's because of the technology that's built into it. So why not say, you know what, let's get it home and turn it on for 30 days. Let me experience that clean air difference. Let me remove 99% of the particulates that are floating in the air, even the ones you can't see. Here in Florida, I have to tell you, I wipe my hand on the counter. I'm like, I just dusted yesterday. And it's back again, whether it's the sunlight coming in, it's the air conditioner blowing, whatever it is, it's the light, it's the dust. We are trapped in our homes, Andy, with all of the, you know, the things happening, the dust mites, the dust. I mean, it's there, the odors. We need to escape that. And Sharper Image is going to take us there in this very attractive unit with the remote coming included. So you can just set this. And I'm going to tell you, this is actually on. I'm standing behind. I can put my mic.
You can't hear it.
Whisper quiet.
It's whisper quiet. You can fall asleep to this. You'll love to fall asleep to this, by the way. It's like this wonderful white noise that you hear. We haven't even talked about the remote control. You can control this from anywhere in your room, wherever you want to have it. Now, I'm going to show you. Here's the readout panel, like right here. And we have 4 different speeds. So we have the quiet speed that it's on right now. And we can also pump it up to the low speed, to the medium speed, and the turbo speed. That is the hyper cleaning mode that this goes in. Let's say you just burn something. You just cook something
like
you know,
popcorn that we hated to
popcorn that we burn. My husband jokes that when the smoke alarm goes off, that means dinner's ready. So we have to do this a lot in our house. But this really cleans out everything. And, you know, my really good friend Helen comes over, and I have cats. She's allergic to cats. I put this on before she comes over. It cleans up all the cat hair and everything else. We also have it on a timer. So let's say you don't want this on all day long, but maybe you want to have this on for 1 hour. You have the choice of 1 hour, 4 hours, 8 hours, or 12 hours. And then it turns itself right off. So again, you have the flexibility of being able to use this on remote control, which is a really nice feature to have.
It is. You know, if you have allergies, this is going to remove 98% of the particulates in the air. Allergies. You know how many people are affected by allergies? I mean, we almost laugh when we sit around and we watch those commercials of people sneezing and coughing and itching and watering eyes and all those other symptoms that you might have or you know someone who does. Well, 98% now of those particulates are cleaned out by having this Sharper Image Breathe Air system in your home. You can set it and let it go. Use the timer if you want. Grab that remote. Even clean the air when you're not home. Put it on that turbo and let it go. Or while you sleep, kind of have it there and it's cleaning the air so you're breathing that, truly like that sigh of relief, if you will. So from the dust, the allergen, the particulates, we're talking about the pollen. I think about the season, because hopefully, you know,
right
spring will come around, right, and join us, because the weather all over the country is just crazy right now, but spring comes around and you have that annoying stuff that you see in your car. Imagine that in your home as well. So we're going to clean it with this awesome system.
That's right. Yeah. Now listen, I wasn't crass enough to bring my pet hair here, but if you have pets, let me show you something that you're going to love. And this is how this works, because I love seeing how things work. This is something called like a little marabou boa. And this is how this is picking up all your pet hair. It's going right into the filter like that. And so imagine if you've got big chunks of dust, if you have pet hair, if you have ashes from your fireplace, this is how this is picking this up and sending it through that triple filtration system. So I got to tell you something, Angie. I know we have a lot of pet owners, our HSN customers, and it is such a great thing to know that this is really helping you clean everything, not just your air, but the pet hair around. You're going to notice less dust, less hair hanging around, because it's taking it in right here. And the great thing is when you vacuum, you just vacuum the back of this grill right here, and it's good to go. We also have the replaceable filters. The nanocoil filter you replace after 18 months. Okay. And I believe we have that on hsn.com.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we'll try to get that.
Double checking about that.
Yeah.
But this is such a great thing because remember, we are breathing 18 to 30,000 times a day. And what's more priceless than the health of you and your family? Especially now in the winter when we have the doors and windows shut. We're breathing that recycled air. And if you live here in Florida, we pretty much live with our doors and windows shut all year round. Right. In the summer with the air conditioning, and in the winter here with the cold air outside. That's true. So this is such a great way to keep that air nice and fresh. You don't want to get that thing that's going around. You want to have nice and clean air coming into the lungs of you and your family. It doesn't get any better than this. For $34.99, I mean, I think it's worth just trying it for a month. Do it for that 30 days, plug it in and let it go. When I think about how much of the particulates are just floating and how little power I'm using to clean the air, if you've got allergens, if you've got dust, if you've got pollen, the nanocoil technology works wonders for cleaning that air. The air just kind of sucks through there, and I'm going to tell you, with now less than maybe 50 available, don't miss out on this price break that we have for you this morning. Was that $60? That's a $60 savings? Right. It's huge. I didn't realize it was $60 and it was a price break, but I'm like, $60 savings. That's tremendous. Hey, get this home and try it. Andy, thank you, darling. I'm going to miss you. I love this woman. I really do. Thank you.